Welcome back to Northerners in Bulgaria. This week we finally took a moment to step back and really look at how far this old abandoned house has come. When we first arrived in this little rural Bulgarian village, it felt forgotten, but now, little by little, it's starting to feel loved again. Every wall repaired, every beam restored, every tiny improvement reminds us why we took on this adventure. There's still a long way to go, but seeing the progress gives us so much motivation. This place is really waking up and we're so excited to bring you along as it comes back to life. Like I said, it's been a couple of days since we picked the camera up and I haven't been filming exactly what I've been doing either. It just gets run away with you. You start a job and you want to get it done. But I'm going to give you a quick catch up now of all the things that I've been doing in the house. Because the rain is still going on outside. Now this is the middle floor. This is the floor that we moved into when we very first got here and we lived in it. Literally this corridor here. My mission today is get this clear. We need to get it clear because we're getting to the stage now where we might be able to get some paint on some walls. But let me show you around anyway. So, this room, we're not quite sure what this is going to be yet. It could be a bedroom. But as you can see, the walls were already bare in here, so we were quite fortunate. Floors are concrete, which are good. They're going to get tiled. This is all going to get spray painted. But it's clear. It's ready to do in here. So that's one blessing. Now, if you come out of here, this is the hallway. Like I said, when we very first arrived, we were literally living in here. We had a bit of a supply there for power off the power banks. But it's turned into a dumping ground. It's turned into like Mark's tool table, if you will. Now I need to get all this carpet up, get rid of that table, sort all that mess out in there. I've been drying our clothes in here as well, so that's going to have to get moved. Oh, big job today getting all this done. But I'll show you the living room, how that's coming on as well. I'm quite excited about this room, I'm not going to lie, because it's massive. Now I've stripped it in here, as you can see, it's all been stripped. There's a few bits of paper left on, but I will get those off, just like up there, I've missed a bit. We've got rid of all the furniture in here. If you cast your mind back, there was a bed over there. There was this 3-piece suite, there was 2 chairs that matched this. Now this is a sofa bed, we're really struggling with this because it is so heavy. It's just, I don't know how they got it in here in the first place, but it's like really heavy. We've still got the big 50-inch TV down there. We're not sure what to do with that yet. But yeah, as you can see, it's a massive, massive room. This is going to be our living room, we've decided. Mark wanted it as a bedroom, but when you've got a view like that going out onto a balcony, it's destined to be a living room. It took a lot of persuading, but it's come round now eventually. So we're getting a nice big massive TV on that. All our furniture when it's in here, it's going to be amazing. I can see it straight away when I walk in here. And that's what you want. You want to be able to see in your mind's eye what you're actually going to be doing. So yeah, clear all this lot here. Got another telly down there. This is a project that Mark's doing. I'll let him tell you all about that, but it's very exciting. Very, very exciting. So this is another room I've got done. I've been stripping in here, not literally, stripping the walls. But as you can see, another really, really, really big bedroom. We are going to be keeping these wardrobes for the time being. I've actually started filling them. So we did buy some of these cheap ones, you know, that you hang your clothes on. Got 2 under there, covered the clothes just to keep them dust free. But yeah, I've started using this and realised just because it's old doesn't mean it's useless. I've cleaned it all out. It's cobweb free. And it's massive inside. Look at this. It's huge. So we've just started to put some stuff in there. That's just from the motorhome. So, yeah, fetched a few clothes this time as well. So this is all stripped in here as well. The carpet just has to go. And then we're going to get spray painted in here as well. But for now, I better crack on with this because it's going to take a while, I think. I'll show you again what it looks like now, and I'll show you again what it's like when I've finished. Well, if I don't mind saying so myself, I've had a really productive day. My goodness. Are you ready for this? So this was the hallway that I showed you. Big massive table full of rubbish, dirty carpets on the floor. Have a look at this. All gone. All gone. Been at it all day. But not only this room. So look at this front room as well. So the table's now in here now, organised, sorted. Put all my washing away, my hangers there now. So yeah, I feel a lot calmer. Cleaner means calmer. Let's have a look in here, the living room. Look what I've done in here. Old rug's gone, tellies are mounted up. Sofa's still here because I can't do that on my own, but I've got a few bits of the remaining paper off the walls. That's why you can see the damp patches. Still a few bits I've got to tackle. Got rid of all this rubbish that was here. It's still a bit funny outside, if you can see. There's all the carpets that I've lifted today and the rubbish. But yeah, look at that for a good sized room. And then the back bedroom, I've lifted the carpets up. Tidied a bit more around in here. Now I can't shift this wardrobe that we moved the other day to get the little bit of carpet out from underneath there. And I've got a bit of wallpaper up there and I just can't reach it. But it's a lot better than it was this morning. A lot better. I feel a lot better now. I'm going to stick the heating on because I'm freezing. No, we haven't got central heating. We've got a diesel heater in the house. But yeah, it's just starting to get a bit bitter now. My fingers are like ice. I need to go and get a cup of tea. I haven't had one all day. What other way to get warm than to start a good old winter fire and enjoy a cup of tea? Mark decides today's the day he was going to start his project of refurbing the luckiest little corn shed in the village. Tile bar tile and panel bar panel, he is determined to have it back to its old glory.
And you dry your eyes, it is not too late, it is not too late. Every broken piece finds its place again, finds its place again.
So the job I mentioned this morning about getting the drive all tidy and done and getting the stones over on the weed screening, whatever you call it, that weed fabric. Come and look at this because I'm well impressed. All the wood's been moved and the drive's looking much better now. Look at this. All tidy, all stoned, all the trees broken up. That's just simmering away there. It's probably going to go out, but that'll do for tomorrow. But yeah, look at this now as you enter. That looks amazing. I'm so happy. What a job well done. Now we just need some gates on there, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So we're going to have to make something until we can get it sorted out because I know which kind of gate I'm after, but it's just getting it supplied. But yeah, I'm happy as Larry with that. Looking somewhere like normal now, isn't it? Just wish all these leaves would do one. But the trees are bare now. That needs cutting back. So yeah, I'm happy. It looks like it's gone foggy. It's just the smoke off the fire. We've been burning again. Last bits and pieces. Anyway, I'm going into the van because it's jacket potatoes for tea. I'm going to get some jackets on that fire now. Sit down and enjoy them.
Who are you waiting? Do you lose your breath at night when the noise gets loud? Who are you waiting? Drop it all, don't let it drift behind. Who are you waiting to be?
So it's a cold start here in Bulgaria. Bulgaria, we were thinking last night, when we came to Bulgaria early in the year, we had no intention of getting a house. Things happen for a reason, and here we are. Every day fetched a different challenge. But that's what you get when you buy a renovation project. And boy, have we renovated this house. We just sat there last night saying to each other, look at how much we've done. Can't believe the difference that we've made on this trip. And every time I pick this camera up, I think, have I showed them this? We've done so much again since I last picked this camera up. Now, the doors and windows, when we saw this house, we said, oh, it needs new doors and windows. We're quite fortunate with this house because they have quite good wood doors and windows. We might have to take the panes of glass out. They are double glazed, but there's nothing in between the glazed windows. And they are held together with nails, but they will do for now. It's an expense we don't have to fork out straight away. And that's what you need to remember when you buy anything like this. Put your money where it's definitely needed to start off the renovation and make something sound like the roof. We had to crack on with that straight away and get that solid and sound before we put our money into anything else. So I wonder what I could do with the doors and windows. Well, as long as they look nice, said to Mark, we'll keep them. Well, I think I've done a pretty good job. I went to the DIY shop, had a look round, and decided, because the wood, they will stain. So they will stain a different colour. So I've been cracking on with that. And this is how they've turned out. I've gone for black because the house is going to be pure white when it's painted. But I don't think that's come out bad at all, actually. I think it looks really good, like something you'd buy with a design on it. Now, like I say, the windows, they are double glazed, as you can see. Double glazed, but the problem we've got with these is they're held in with tacks like they used to be in the UK. I can remember having windows like this when I was a kid in my house. So there's nothing in between. Now, going to have to, on another visit here, I think, take these glass windows out, undo these tacks, take these out, stain the inside of the wood, because you can still see the original wood colour, and put them back in, and then seal them. And because come summertime, they'll be fine. You'll have them open anyway, but these windows open right out. And they're massive when they're open. There's like a big, massive breeze comes through, so they'll be fantastic in the summer. We'll get some insect nets on there, so we'll not get everything in its world flying through. But yeah, I'm just so really happy with how this door's turned out. I think it looks like a newish door. We'll get a new handle put on there. There was just no reason at the moment to be taking it out. It works, it does its job, and it's functional. So that's what I mean when we say, if you're going to buy a renovation project like this, you need to prioritise where your money's going to go. The doors and windows didn't need changing. Mark was quite right. I've made them look a lot better now, so I can live with those. But it's prioritising where your money goes, because on a renovation like this, you can get very carried away. And you don't want to do that. You've got the property for a good price. The last thing you want to do is blow your brains out and your money spending on things that you just don't need at the moment. If you can make do and make it look good, that's what you need to do. There's a better picture of the actual house. I've got the lower floor, the middle floor painted. I've just got to do the top floor now. As you can see, there's been an addition to the balcony. I will let Mark explain all about that because it's something that he's been doing, a project like I say. But yeah, she's looking a lot better, and with a lick of paint on the outside. I think she's going to look like quite a modern house in a rural village. So something else we asked you guys about your opinion. Mark wanted to keep, I wanted to get rid of. You all said keep. That's exactly what we've done. And it is this gate. We all asked you if I should keep it or get rid. You've all said keep. So again, I've got some metal paint. I'll show you what it's like when we shut it. We have got some metal paint and I've painted it. And again, it looks like new again. Mark's going to replace that wood in the bottom because it is rotten. So we're going to get some wood, put that in there and probably just paint it up as well. But yeah, you said keep. That's exactly what we did. And again, to buy a new gate is a cost that we just didn't need to spend. Now, we had some sand dropped off for a project the other day and I think we've overrode it again. We've ended up with loads of it. So I've just been spending time putting this cover over it to keep it dry, because sand in this weather in the rain, it'll just disappear, won't it, and spread all over the floor. So that was my job. I've just covered that with a big massive tarpaulin and put some bricks down so it'll stay there for when we need it again. But I wonder if you can remember this job that we were on about. I finally finished it. Got rid of the excess stone. This is the front of the house on the road. So what happened with this was we had a tree trunk here. It's still there, but it is dying. We have put a treatment into it. So as you can see, there you go. And then when that's soft enough, it can come out. But I uncovered a path of these stones here. That was fine, but the path was so lumpy and bumpy. We don't know why. It were all over the place. So I ended up pulling the stones up, and I wanted something very flat. So I've put visqueen down again, the weed control, and put all these stones down, and it's perfect now. Just got a few leaves falling on it at the moment, but I am going to decorate all this up with some like pot plants on the front. But yeah, look at this. It's perfect. It'll just see us through at the moment. Again, doing it on something that's not going to cost us a fortune. Like I said, that sand can stay there till we need it. And it's another job that's not cost a lot of money. As you know, we like to go off travelling, so we need to make sure that the house is secure. So one thing that we have spent on is security, and we've had cameras fitted all the way around the property. We've taken on a security group that are in Bulgaria, very, very well known, and we've had alarms fitted, so all the house is now secure for when we go away, and we don't need to worry about it. They will keep an eye on the property while we're not here. Now, one job we did notice when we got here was this concrete here. Now, it used to come where you see this water, and I think what it is because the path leans a bit. So I think someone put some concrete in here, but it had actually cracked, so we lifted it all up. But now what it's left us is we've water pool in here when it rains, and we realised it was going into Mark's tool shed underneath. So we've struggled to get anyone to come out to actually do this, but we needed to prevent the water from getting in any further, and we've come up with a brilliant solution. Well, our friends did down the road because they were having a few problems with cracks and stuff. So Phil let me know about this product that I've put on this floor. I can't remember its name now, but as you can see, the grey bits, that's where we've painted it. It's made it waterproof. So it fills in the gaps and stops the water from getting any further. So even though that's pulled there now, I've just been down into Mark's tool shed, and he'll have to show you that because he's done a fantastic job down there. And it's bone dry, absolutely bone dry. We had a problem here as well. Can you see where the line is at the edge there? That's all bone dry in there now as well. So getting a company in to come in and concrete this area would have been another big expense. And it's not the best weather for it at the moment either. So I've done that, and it's perfect. Again, it's just finding the products for the job and a way of saving money, but getting the job done properly so it doesn't make a bigger job in the future. One of the things Mark wants me to do now, I'm not looking forward to this because I've always said I don't like this room. I don't know what I'm going to have to do in here. I'm going to have to make it look really girly for me to fall in love with it. It's this murder bathroom that he did. It's not as bad now, but it's just so cold and horrible in here at the moment. But he wants me to make it into a utility room for the chest freezer and the washing machine. So I've got the joy of jobs of cleaning it all in here. As you can hear, it's very echoey. It's very empty, but it's very dusty as well. I must admit, he's done an excellent job on that boiler though. It's working perfectly. Everything's sorted, even though you had a few teething troubles at the beginning. Again, just found the right tools and right parts, and it does the job right. But yeah, this is going to be my next project, I think. Unfortunately, this is part of the foundations, and it took a full week just to get the tiles off this wall. Our friend Yanni, I'm surprised he wasn't shaking all the way home after he did in here, because that hammer drill was vicious, very vicious. So yeah, if you can give me any ideas of what to do in here to make me fall in love with it, because at the moment I'm not feeling it, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Not much progress in the way of the kitchen, I'm afraid, at the moment. We've decided that we've got so many projects on at the moment, and this one's going to be quite a big one. We'll leave this till last. We do have the motorhome, and we're quite functional in there, so we're not right fussed about having the kitchen at the moment. because I do all my cooking in there anyway, or you can just eat out, it's that cheap here. So that's still here. There's not been much progress, like I say, in here. The floor's going to come up. The table's just sat there at the moment. That's going to go. Yes, I do have these flipping big massive tyres still in here that Mark said he was going to get sorted. So they're going to have to go. But who can remember these that we got on the market the other week? I'm going to show them to you. I think we've got a socket here I can plug into. Look at them. Look how bright they are. So these are going to be hanging in the trees down the path, going to the drive at the bottom. Can't wait. There's some under there as well, look. And if I can get some more, I will do, because they are absolutely brilliant, really bright. And they were what? 40 lev, about £19. Bargain. But that's another job for another time. We're not going to put them out at the moment because it's winter, obviously. The bad weather's on its way, so... yeah, not much progress in the kitchen. But as I keep saying, don't blow your brains out on one of these renovations. Take your time, slow down. I must admit, when I first got here, I wanted every room done within a week. It's impossible, you can't do it. So we've left the kitchen as it is at the moment because I want to get it right as well. And I haven't seen any kitchens that I do like, no cupboards or anything, so... like I said, in the living room, I can see it in my mind's eye how it's going to be when it's finished. I just can't, I'm not vibing in here at the moment, so until I am, I'm just going to leave it. Now, obviously, we don't live in the house at the moment because it's just not ready. But we've got the beauty of having our Betty, our motorhome. So we're still living full-time in this, just like we always have done. And of course, mundane jobs still have to be done, just like getting the house ready. Boring things like getting the washing done. So yeah, today is going to have to be a wash day. I finally got a full bag. So up to the house, and we're going to put that in, and then we're going to crack on getting some other jobs done today as well. It never ends. We have actually started putting an A4 size piece of paper together with all the jobs that we've got left to do. I think that's going to be double-sided by the end of today, but we're trying to work through things. You know, when you start a job and then you move off it, and then you think, crack, I never finished that. So yeah, it's a bit of like a snagging list on one side, and then jobs that we haven't even started on the other. So Mark's up at the house somewhere. I ain't got a clue what he's on with today. I need to get this washing in. Might take a while to dry because it is still very cold here. But I have got my maiden on the inside of the house, and I can pick any room in the house at the moment to put it in, so it'll get done. Now, until we've moved the washing machine, we're having to do a bit of a jiggery pokery with this because we've got the water coming from the sink out here on a hose pipe and a drain going into the shower room. But it works. It's doable. It's things you've got to do when you're in a building site, because that's exactly what it is at the moment. But at least we can wash his clothes and live quite a normal life.